Top of the morning, traders, and happy Wednesday, May 6th. And welcome to the Most Value Pack Live Trader Show, where we live trade, breakdown charts, confine impact events, and talk trader mindset. We are going to gap up, massive gap up to open things up. All-time highs right off the open on SPY, Qs, and IWM. If you are just joining us for the first time, guys, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Long-time viewers, take the next steps, join our community. The most important thing today, guys, is don't trade the bias. Right, wait for the setups to appear. Continue to remain patient. Okay, continue to remain calculated. And when you see your setups, if you're trading shockwave, whatever you do trade, guys, wait. Quality over quantity. And once your setup does come, once the risk is defined, let the probabilities play out. So we're opening up, guys, right off the open. Massive gap up, all-time highs right off the open. We're testing that 728.43. 728.43, that key level. We do have that 726.85. So some astronomical levels that we're testing. Strikers, keep a close eye on this area here. Of course, the one that we discussed in the morning. So we talked about yesterday being the biggest gap up of the month. All right. Now we just topped that. Okay. So this is now the biggest gap up of the month. $4. Might be neck and neck. It did give back some earlier. So again, guys, as you're coming in, yep, that's the biggest one. As you're coming in, guys, make sure to like the video. Make sure to like 100 likes to do the giveaway. Good morning. Okay, Tesla starting to go. Walmart showing some strength. Okay, down goes Microsoft. Walmart showing some strength. Down goes Microsoft. Okay. Down goes Tesla at PML. Intel below PML. If they start dumping the semis, all right. A lot of profit taken there. We'll see how that plays out. Good morning, guys. Let's take a look at the chat on YouTube. Good morning, and may God bless you and your family, health, economy. In the name of Jesus, smash the like button to show your support for the amazing resource. Absolutely. God bless you too. God bless everyone. As you're coming in, guys, smash the like button. Let's get 100 likes. We'll do the giveaway. It's been a giveaway drought. So there's only one way to break the giveaway drought, and that's via hitting the like button. Give me a thumbs up if the audio is good on YouTube, guys. Give me a thumbs up if the audio is good. Okay, up the volume. How's the volume now? Okay, TSM, trying to break out there. TSM, all-time high. Okay, we're in all-time high land. Not Thailand, all-time high land. So we're going to wait. We're going to do our usual. We're going to stay calculated. We're going to remain patient. I'm going to let the market digest the data here. What data? We did get some NFP data this morning. So I'm going to let the NFP data come in. So IBIT. I want that retest on IBIT. Okay, so at some point in time, I'll be looking to take IBIT. First morning here. Any advice? Tune in, ask questions, take notes, learn, engage, like, subscribe. All right, that'll be my advice. Okay, that'll be my advice. Okay, Nvidia's starting to wake up. Sleeping Giant starting to wake up. It's above that dead upside break at 200.24. Okay, Palantir, good night. Apple, nice little trap on Apple. Sweep by that PML on Intel. Okay, Intel PML sweep. So it came right to that zone that we discussed. Okay, it's wicking out of that zone back the upside. So Intel, I keep it close on Intel. Microsoft continues to sell off. So yesterday, all we did was we had a 1 minute dip into the gap. 1 minute dip into the gap and it's gone. But yesterday's price profile, very grindy, very whipsaw. Okay, and it's grind to all-time highs. So between us, okay, we do have our first key zone. Thank you very much. Between our key level discussed this morning, 720.43. Especially in these all-time high areas, guys, you're not gonna have any key zones. You're not gonna have any key levels. All right, you're not gonna have any key levels. So it's very important that you know how to find key levels at all-time highs. All right, so I send out the levels every morning. So review those levels, put those levels in your chart for SPY. All right, so make sure to do that. That's our first key zone. I want to see how we interact with that. We do have 730 up there. Wow, 730, right? NVIDIA 225 retest. SPY's headed towards VWAP. Qs are headed towards VWAP. So we do have room into that PMH. Okay, we do have some room into the PMH. Matter of fact, speaking of PMH, what is it, PMH? PMH is 731.62, so above that 730 psychological level. Above that 730 psychological level. As you're coming in, guys, make sure to like the video. Make sure to like the video. Anyone have any swings? I know, right, Dr. Jones? 730s, just like that. Okay, about 30 days ago, 30 to 45 days ago, we're in the 620s, 629 to be exact. Okay, it was less than 30, maybe 30 to 35 days ago. Okay, we were at 629. 629. So now we're at 730. We're testing that VWAP initially. The Dow out the gate. The Dow strong. The Dow is strong out the gate. AMD is starting to push the upside here. AMD is no trade for me today. Why? IV. All right, did report earnings, so don't love it. So keep a close eye on this key zone on SPY. That key zone will come into focus. That key zone will come into focus. We are headed towards that 730. We're headed towards that 730. That 15-minute candle looks nice and bullish. So at this point, guys, shockwave, all right, shockwave, all the shockwave setups are going to be into all-time highs. So again, just know that. Okay. All right. So it looks like SPY wants to get to 730. 730 coming up. That's very, very smart. Very, very smart, Lynn. The same things we use for range and fibs, same thing applies. All right, the same kind of principle. So you have an idea of where you are because we're still between that PML and PMH. PML and PMH. So that is the only range we're within. SPY all-time highs. Market ripping and roaring. Apple is starting to wake up. Okay, Apple is starting to wake up as a possible candidate for shockwave. All right, let me start making that watch list. Yesterday we caught Apple. Nice trade on Apple. You guys caught it the first time as well, so congratulations to you guys. Still 7 minutes left. So the only thing I see is that key zone interaction here. We're right at VWAP. Okay, Qs are rejecting out VWAP. Now, surprisingly, what has the strength is the Dow. The Dow has joined the party. Okay, so we discussed some elements of this rotation in Stocks After Dark this Sunday. So Apple, keeping a close eye on Apple. I'll be watching the 285s. The 285 contracts, those do expire today, so keep that in mind. So they're going to be a little more, they're going to move a little quicker. Yesterday's contracts, we can sit through that position because of the fact that we had 1 DTEs. So keep that in mind. Meta's at prior day's lows, testing prior day's lows. We're seeing Tesla starting to bounce. Google is starting to push. Google made all-time highs here. All-time highs on Google. If you like the 1 DTEs, the 285s on Apple for the calls, when it does set up. That'll be available. And with the Dow pushing higher, I like Walmart here. Let me take a look at my friend Walmart, or our good friend Walmart. Okay, the 131s. Add that to the watch. Meta continues to sell off here. SPY, nothing much so far. We're gonna wait. Could get a nice little shooter off that VWAP slide to the downside. Let me take off the. So no trend yet. I only like to put the EMAs on when there's a clear trend. Outside of that, I like them off. Outside of that, I like them off. Palantir trying to sweep those lows. Walmart pulling back slightly. AMD fueling up. Google fueling up. Intel not doing much. Tesla starting to fuel up. Trying to reclaim VWAP prior day's lows. Okay, that Tesla sweep. Okay, Tesla sweeping that key zone would be critical. 389 exactly. Okay, reclaim 389 with strength. Tesla sweep off that key zone. It can present opportunity. So also we'll be paying attention to Tesla. Tesla, looking at the 395. Okay, there we go. Okay, how are we doing, guys? First move here on the advice, holding NVIDIA calls and Tesla added to some SPY puts. Good. Best is just to sit back and listen. Remember, everything is delayed by up to 15 seconds. Absolutely, guys. There's a slight delay. Keep that in mind if you want to overcome that delay. Okay, join our delay for ad-free stream on our community. Okay, join over 80 plus people, 80 plus committed traders who are currently live now and experiencing the delay for ad-free trading and training. So Tesla early candidate as well. So these are some of the contracts I'm eyeing currently. These are some of the contracts. So no position so far. Those are some of the contracts I'm eyeing. Google also potentially brewing. All right, just waiting for the triggers to trigger. Okay, Meta starting to slide to the downside. Meta's looking good to the downside. SPY not doing much. That VWAP projection coming into play. Qs and SPY are below VWAP. Q, SPY, IWM all below VWAP. The only thing above VWAP is the Dow. So if everything drags the Dow below VWAP, then we start to slide. Meta starting to brew as well. Okay, 2 minutes left before a shockwave. 2 minutes left before a shockwave. So far, the one that's the closest to the trigger is Tesla. Tesla and Google as well. Google all-time highs. I do like Tesla because if it can recapture 389, guys, Tesla is reclaiming, is grabbing the lows of prior day in a key zone. Okay. So we did discuss Tesla this morning. Google showing strength. Google's a candidate as well. Okay, Google is a candidate as well. That's into all-time highs. Let's see Tesla. We get the kilos for you on Tesla real quick. We're about to hit shockwave. We're about to hit shockwave hour here shortly. Boom, there you go, Tesla. So these are prior days lows, Tesla, on my strikers. Prior days lows right there on Tesla. And it swept PML. And so see if Tesla can hold above that VWAP. Reclaim prior days lows. We have to treat prior days lows as resistance. Okay? Until proven otherwise. We want that to be proven otherwise. We want this to hold. If it can hold, golden. Okay, shockwave hour is here. Shockwave hour is here. Keeping a close eye on Apple, right? Keeping a close eye on Tesla. I'm going a little further strike on Tesla. Because Tesla is a mover if it decides to move. Okay, QQQ's trigger shockwave. QQQ's trigger shockwave. Intel trigger shockwave. Intel starting to go. So let's see, get some confirmation on Intel. Nvidia starting to go as well. Nvidia and Intel starting to go via shockwave. So today might be the day we can catch Nvidia to the upside. Nvidia, the 205 zeros. Want to see some confirmation. IWM. Shockwave triggered. So you get that confirmation. SPY, we're waiting for SPY. SPY appears, we'll take it. SPY appears, we'll be there for it. Nvidia starting to rock and roll here. Nvidia starting to rock and roll. The one name that hasn't gone yet, Nvidia starting to go. Nvidia for the calls via shockwave. See if you can pull back just a little bit. We have PMH overhead. If you took Nvidia, manage accordingly. If you're waiting for full confirmation, continue to wait. Google took off as well. Okay, Apple is starting to go. Apple. Keep in mind the Nvidias are zeros. So if Nvidia can bounce off that area, we'll be there for a full unit of risk. Come just a little bit lower, Nvidia. Come a little bit lower. And give me a price action combo. We'll be there for Nvidia. It has at least room to 202.69. Okay. If you took it already, manage accordingly. Apple is starting to go as well. Apple, Apple, Apple. Okay, Apple is going. Apple taking off, guys. Apple, Nvidia starting to go. Google going as well. Anyone catch Apple? Apple scale out. Apple moved cleaner. SPY coming up above 229.55. 229.55. Google all-time highs. Nvidia's gone. Scale out on IWM. Scale out on IWM. Apple's above PMH as well. Beautiful break on Apple. If you caught Apple, beautiful job. Good, good, good. Anyone take Apple? All right, gotta wait for the retest once again. I don't mind waiting. If you took it already, congratulations. Still keeping a close eye on Tesla. Google pushing onto all-time highs. Amazon starting to brew here. So I'm looking at these names, guys, in the meantime as I wait for SPY to set up. As I wait for SPY to set up, I'm looking at these other names. NVIDIA's starting to slide. Okay. Let's see if you can hold that area right there on NVIDIA. The Qs need to hold VWAP. Qs need to hold VWAP. Get a nice little wick there. If I can get a nice little wick there, I'll be there. I'm trying to see if the Qs can hold that VWAP. Okay. I'll take NVIDIA right there. Tesla's also brewing. Tesla's starting to go. NVIDIA, my stop is all the way here. Very close to VWAP. Ideally, I want the Qs to hold VWAP. But if they start to slide, and since the contracts are a little cheaper, the percentage can be a little more aggressive. But my stop is there, full unit of risk. Tesla. See if Tesla can start to brew. NVIDIA sliding aggressively. Tesla, come back in Tesla. NVIDIA's down. Tesla's gone. See if Tesla can hold that. See if Tesla can hold right there. I want SPY to bounce off that key zone. Still in NVIDIA. I have an alert set on NVIDIA. I'll take Tesla right there. Couldn't get that entry. Couldn't get that entry on Tesla. Anyone catch that entry on Tesla? If you did, couldn't get filled. Good. Tesla was beautiful. Tesla was beautiful. Came right in. If you caught that, beautiful job, guys. Tesla, nice bounce. TP. I'm still in NVIDIA. Tesla. Okay. Again, see profit, take profit. Like we were saying yesterday, will be critical. Tesla can come back into it. I'll be there. I tried to get filled. Couldn't get filled. We'll babysit NVIDIA here. Stop me out or scale me out. Nice bounce on SPY off this key zone. So as we're at this key zone, does this key zone give us enough fuel to break, or does it just send us back to the downside? Okay. Who took Tesla? Tesla's rocking and rolling. Apple is going as well. Okay, NVIDIA's starting to go, guys. NVIDIA's up 15%, 16%, 18%. Okay, TP where you need to with NVIDIA. We have room into PMH. 16% on NVIDIA. Okay. 20% on NVIDIA. That PMH 202.69 can give us a hard time. Double top there. Keep that in mind. So again, TP where you need to, guys. TP where you need to. If we can get above PMH 202.69, we'll be ready to rock and roll. Okay, scale out, guys. Up 33. I'm going to take majority off right there. Thank you very much. First scale out on NVIDIA. Yep, on NVIDIA. So we caught NVIDIA every single day. To the downside for 3 days, to the upside. We said yesterday we wanted to catch it to the upside. And lo and behold, it gives us an opportunity today. So first scale out, 30%. Now we're at PMH. We can't have a hard time. Shockwave says scale out as well. It knows that we're at PMH there. So again, first scale out there. So see if NVIDIA can remain above that initial entry. If it can, I'll be holding this thing. I want to see us a victor above PMH. Victor above PMH. Up 25%. Who took NVIDIA? 150% Apple. 29% NVIDIA. Apple took NVIDIA. Who took Tesla? Tesla's the one that got away. That was a nice pop on Tesla. All right, make sure you manage accordingly, guys. It was due to this key zone bounce. You see this key zone bounce on SPY? Okay, that led all the names that had strength to pull back, and as soon as it bounced, that generated enough force for everything to push to the upside. Okay, Apple is out of here. Apple TP1 hit. SPY coming up as well. I'll be babysitting NVIDIA. NVIDIA's up 54%. I want to hold PMH. We'll be good to go. 54% on NVIDIA. Let's pan over to NVIDIA as well on the big chart. There we go. Okay. So we're at scale up 30%. Look at NVIDIA, up 83% on NVIDIA. 83%. Okay, 90%. TP1, if you haven't TP'd already, okay, it's already up 90%. Do what you need to do. SPY is starting to break as well. Okay. I want this to hold. I want that PMH to hold. SPY continue to break. That'd be great. NVIDIA up 93%. SPY has a little more room to continue to push. I want to go continue to push on NVIDIA. NVIDIA's up 125%. 133%. Who's in NVIDIA? That's Shockwave, guys. 145%. I'll close right there. Okay? So 120%. Thank you very much, NVIDIA. All right? 120% trade on NVIDIA. If you're holding, you can hold. Just manage accordingly. First TP 30. Last TP 130. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There we go, strikers. There we go, Firefly. There we go, Hussein. 100% NVIDIA. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so if you're holding, that's fine. All right, just take your profits where you need to. That's the main thing. All right, Tesla got away too. So 2 got away from me today. But the main thing is Apple. Apple went. All right, but the thing is, we have to bring all these names to your attention because, again, I said yesterday, it's not Pokemon. I can't catch them all simultaneously. So it's a matter of seeing which one can go and present an opportunity. The one I really liked was Tesla. The reason is those contracts cost a little more. So with that nice little push, okay, that'd be a nice dollar amount. So they cost a little more. Tesla, Apple gone. Looks like SPY's running out of room. 300% NVIDIA. Apple in the middle of the resistance zone. Yep. If Apple can hold 284.55, it could be good to go. SPY, okay, did present that nice little shockwave. See if that is about to get stopped. You don't want to see a break below here. If it gets stopped, that's fine. The main thing is, guys, when it gets stopped out. Because you can be in position to catch those trades for 100%, 130%, 40%, 50%. Okay, that's the 4th or 5th consecutive day we caught NVIDIA. All right, if you don't take profits, the market will. If you don't take profits, the market will. And that's a good, didn't get stopped out yet here. If you don't take profits, the market will. Let's check back on NVIDIA. Who's still holding NVIDIA? Okay. So if you trade Shockwave properly, you lose a little. Okay. If you manage the risk accordingly, and then when you win big. Okay, that is the main thing. That is the main thing. If you're okay, SPY didn't get stopped out yet. SPY, nice little bounce. Okay, Shockwave on SPY working as well. Shockwave on I have been working as well, but the opposite way. It says take the puts. When do we take the puts? At 9:46 TP. Okay, TP. Let's go. Who's milking NVIDIA? Okay. Who's milking NVIDIA? We're looking at NVIDIA here. But make sure if you're going to milk it, guys, make sure to take profits as well. Okay, pay the trader for the hard work. All right, know where your NC is. The same protocols. Okay, I'll take my 140 and 30. I'll be good. Apple, if you can hold above that 284.55, 285 psych level, that'd be great. Nice key zone there. Tesla starting to pull back. There's a couple of reasons why I liked NVIDIA and I liked those names we discussed this morning. So if you join us this morning in pre-market prep, right, you'll have an idea of why we like certain names. And on SPY, okay, we discussed this in the pre-market, guys. So for folks on YouTube, right, a lot of the stuff you're seeing is not, it's calculated. All right, we wanted to see what kind of separation we can get off that area. Okay, so now SPY is starting to go. Again, it's going to come into this rejection zone. What takes place there would be critical. So if you take a look at Apple, especially NVIDIA. Okay, NVIDIA, what did NVIDIA do? This morning we discussed, okay, had enough fuel. Coming for that retest. So if Shockwave gives us that entry, we can be there. We get above this level, we reclaim it, and then we continue to push. And now NVIDIA's in this major rejection zone. It looks like it wants to take it over. Okay, looks like it wants to take it over. If you're in NVIDIA, congratulations, guys. And if you can hold above 204.17, okay, if you can hold above that level, that'd be great. Apple. Look at Apple, downward compression, break. So Apple is coming into prior day's highs. All right, holding above that. Where's Apple headed to? Apple, if it can hold prior day's highs, has room into weekly upside breaker. Okay. So where do most people start to enter? They start to enter here. This thing is already gone. Okay, so they start to enter in the area where you're more than likely going to be exit liquidity. Okay, when smart money is exiting, retail is entering. Okay, this NVIDIA trade, guys, up probably up 200+%. Okay, so quick. Double your money quickly. Okay, double your money Wednesday. If you missed it, make sure you don't chase. If you caught Shockwave via SPY, that's fine as well. Okay, that's fine as well. Yesterday, what did Shockwave do to SPY? Got stopped out. So if you came today and engaged it, okay, if you stopped out responsibly, you didn't go off the rails, okay, your path to recovery is very, very short. All right, prevents a nice little scalp. The Qs are starting to fade here, guys. I want to bring that to your attention. Qs are starting to fade. Qs are starting to fade. Keep that in mind. 200% Apple Runner, 150% Firefly. Let's go, Firefly. 1 on NVIDIA. Good, good, good. SPY looks good on the orb. One runner left. Good, good, good. Just make sure you take your profits, okay? SPY, yeah, SPY already went, so there's nothing for me to do here. If we get above 230, 730, not 230, 730, okay, this thing just continues to push. So 730 is our big test here. But notice how, okay, this level, this 728.43 is not provided to us. We're at all-time highs, okay? That's one of our levels. So when you come into the day, guys, the primary focus becomes focusing on execution, focusing on risk management. You're not looking to do anything from a technical standpoint outside the ordinary or get too technical. The level's already there. The zones, we highlight the zones as they appear. So the focus is the setups, the execution, and the management. But if you're tasked with doing the technicals as things start to go, right, it might be a little too late. Especially during the first hour of the day. Okay? Anyone else taking NVIDIA or Apple or Tesla? Whatever you took, good, good, good. Qs are starting to fade, team. Just keep that in mind. Qs are starting to fade. That one trade, guys, I'm going to keep that one trade clean for the remainder of the shift. I would love to take some more, but that's going to be good for first shift. I'll be good with that for first shift, and then I'll wait for something second shift. This week is about being quality, quality, quality. Even to clean some things on my end as well. Clean some things on my end. Very, very important. How are we doing on YouTube, guys? Can you hear me now? How's the volume now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I did get a new mic. Let me know if you can hear me now. How's the audio now on YouTube? Can't hear you too well, okay. Now let me know. Let me know. I have it turned up all the way. Okay, if it's good, thumbs up in the chat. I want to learn futures. Yep, futures. Get better. Okay, if Tesla clears, all good. Okay, good, good, good. Book 30% on calls. Good, good, good. 400% on NVIDIA. Good, good, good. Beautiful job, Jimmy. Yeah, this happens a lot. Be happy. Good, good, good. Okay, so now SPY. SPY presents a scalp opportunity to 230. Okay, 230, 44 cents. So think of that. That can be anywhere from 15 to 25%. If you have a good entry, you can start to go north of 30. Okay, but in these conditions, it's very important. I was muffled. Not sure why it's muffled. And these conditions are very important, okay? Just to remain patient. All right, so as we continue to add these individual tickers into the fold, all right, we're adding these individual tickers into the fold as we get into the slow season. Okay, and they're done because it's going to be less things available on SPY. Opportunity will still be there, but it's going to be less quality things available, which is going to require you to be more patient. Much better now. Okay, good, good, good. Thank you for letting me know. The old microphone was a little more clear. Yeah, sometimes the old, you can't beat the old. The old is gold. All right, supposedly there's a better microphone. I'll see how I can adjust it. I'll see how I can make the changes, make the fixes. If not, we'll go back to the old one. If not, we'll go back to the old one. All right, so we're trading in this channel, very similar to how we started yesterday. As you're coming in, guys, make sure to like the video, smash the like button. One trade today. If you took SPY calls, if you took NVIDIA calls, if you whatever calls you took, based on the names that we discussed, make sure you take profits. Make sure you manage accordingly. Okay. If you're playing with those runners, by all means, meta starting to go as well. Meta scale out. All right, but I don't want you to get lost chasing all these tickers. Okay, the nature of it sometimes is some are gonna get away. You can see it take place in real time with me. All right, but I'm not gonna try to let that influence me. Once it goes away, once it gets away, yesterday's a great illustration. Apple got away. Apple got away. All right, and it came back and we took it. So same thing. If it gets away, if it loves you, it's gonna come back. Okay, don't chase it. If it's meant to be, it's going to come back. Okay. And the interesting thing is it can come back and then dump you. Right? Most of the time it works out when it comes back, but it can come back only to dump you. All right. But in that case, you have your stop loss in place. Okay. So that's going to be one thing you're going to have to overcome, that hurdle, guys. With these individual names, things can start to go. Things can start to rock and roll. So we're projecting that 730 there. Okay, if we can hold this trend line support, we continue to push higher. If that starts to crack, what day? All right, so what day does this action this morning seem very similar to? There's a particular day in the last 10 days. Okay, where we had this channel going into second shift, and second shift we completely broke down. Not trading today, just listening, doing construction work. Keep it green, absolutely, guys. 100% NVIDIA. Let's go. Beautiful job, Turbo. Double the money. Who's saying triple the money on Apple? Good, good, good. Right. Even if you caught 15%, 10%, 5%, 7%, 8%, guys, that's more than enough. Okay, that's more than enough. One of these days, one of those big trades will come your way. All right, just continue to rinse, repeat. All right, you will be in position where you catch one of those moves as well. Okay, you will be in position. Continue to do the same thing. Continue to trade within your system. Okay. And then one of those days, you'll be there for it. Wonder if any of the crypto guys from Zcash, the ETF ZS has been on a tear. Not familiar with crypto world. What's the ticker symbol? ZCSH. Oh, yep. So all those crypto names are going to start to move, guys. If Bitcoin is above that 8, the closer it gets to 85, right, the more aggressive they're going to start to move. Because the last thing to go, think of it like this, all right? You have to rotate money into all these different spaces, into the U.S. equity market. Okay, you have the international market. You have all these different markets. If all these markets are at the very top or near the very top, okay, you start to look for areas in the market that have not taken off yet. If those areas are also taken off, or there's no value in those areas, then you start to allocate a tiny bit of risk into the most aggressive spaces. And that's when the appetite for risk starts to pick up. So there is an appetite for risk here. All right. And that's when we get into that euphoric. Whenever there's euphoria, that's when the crypto stuff starts to go. Whenever there's euphoria, that's when the meme names start to go. When the meme frenzy kicks off. When there's too much euphoria, we start to see industries that didn't even exist pop up. And when the euphoria disappears, they disappear. Okay, that's how you tell if something is legit or if it's not, because AI has not faded. We went through the whole cycle of pushing to the upside, pulling back the downside. AI is still here. All right, so a lot of the crazes and the trends that get born in extreme greed, they're not going to survive when it's in extreme fear. Okay, another shockwave here. Nice expansion. See if you can break above that 730. Baba, Apple continues to go. Anyone holding runners, guys? Nvidia continues to go, guys. Nvidia continues to go. Might be a one and done day, guys. Congratulations. Let's keep it clean this week. Okay, keeping it clean is mandatory. Okay, Nvidia pulled back at 203.82. Continues to push. Okay. SPY, scalp opportunity. We know that double top awaits here, so we can break about 730. That's going to be that nice little push. TP2 hit on NVIDIA. TP2 hit on NVIDIA. Okay. Meta starting to rock and roll. Tesla, of course, Tesla. When Tesla starts to go, Tesla's a mover. The reason why I like Tesla, do you guys recall why we like Tesla? There's one particular thing I wanted to see on Tesla. All right. We want that sweep. When you start pairing Shockwave along with other technicals and key zones, you'll start to understand. Okay, why do we like Tesla? This morning in the AM, guys, folks on YouTube, guys, we do go live at 9 a.m. We talked about one thing specifically on Tesla. Okay. We talked about, hey, Tesla, if Tesla can come and sweep these lows, okay, sweep these lows. So if you joined us this morning, you know what I'm talking about. Sweep these lows, then get back up 388.10. Okay, then Shockwave can give us that nice little gateway to push it to the upside. Because now you're taking key zone plus Shockwave. Now there's some fuel behind that move. As opposed to taking Shockwave in the middle of nowhere. That's how you really start to work that system, guys. Okay, scale out on those calls if you need to. I caught 805 on Apple. Beautiful. SMC Queen. I think SPY is going to try to break pre-market high. Yep, if it needs to break pre-market high, SPY needs to get all the way up to that 731.62. It's getting close, about 40 cents away. 735 for SPY. 800% NVIDIA. Beautiful. 500% NVIDIA. Stop 420. I'm holding the baby. Beautiful job, guys. SPY broke 730. Are we moving? Yep, so SPY did break 730. But if we're going to respect the integrity of this channel, that 730 break, okay, still can be an uptrend. Okay, that's it. But it's not going to discount the fact that if we do this, the uptrend is over. We can continue to do this, and we're still pushing to the upside. As long as the integrity of the trend is kept, as long as the structure is kept, even if we fall back under 730, that's okay. All right, so it's one of the two. The structure gets compromised or the integrity of this channel gets compromised. All right, if we break past this area, continue to push, go to TP1, okay, then we just continue to expand the highs of that channel. All right, NVIDIA at 205, so those contracts are in the money. Low auto, 30%, thank you. My day job won't let me give you great. Taking Baba, we'll take a look at Baba. Made my daily goal, but looking at 10 minutes, taking small SPY. Yeah, so if you met your daily goal already, guys, if you still want to engage, size all the way down. All right, so worst case scenario, you're not giving back a good chunk of your profit. Don't keep doubling up. Okay, doubling up. All right, you're flying too close to the sun. All right. And we know where that comes from. Doubling up comes from gambling. All right, so be strategic. When it's all said and done, you want to walk away with something because you got to come back tomorrow and fight again. If it's just you just trade once for one day only for the entire year, okay, keep doubling. But we're going to have to come back tomorrow, do the same thing, secure the week, secure the month, so on and so forth. Okay, so good. Tremendous job, guys. You guys are on top of that. Good. Again, guys, let's get the likes up on YouTube. 100 likes, we'll do the giveaway. It's been a giveaway drought. We got 15 minutes left until that cutoff. We get 100 likes, we'll do the giveaway. We've had over 500 people stop by, so we're very capable of hitting that level. Okay, we have over 1,000 people stopping by, so that's less than 10% of the people hit the like button. And we can get that number to 30-40%. All right, this stream will be pushed in front of a lot of traders out there who need this kind of content. Okay, a lot of traders out there. Okay, and if you are a first-time viewer, we're live every single day at 9:30 a.m. 9:30 a.m. Meta moving up. Yeah, Meta's starting to rock and roll as well. Meta's going. I'm gonna wait the second shift. Okay, Tesla's gone. Tesla hit TP. Tesla said bye-bye. Look at Tesla. So this is the one that I wanted to take. Okay, couldn't get filled. Went to NVIDIA. If you stayed on top of Tesla, provide you another shockwave. When Tesla moves, if you think NVIDIA is a mover, which it is, when Tesla starts to move, Tesla really moves. Okay, Tesla really moves. All right. Look at that, guys. Did anyone hit the Golden Goose Club today with that NVIDIA trade? Anyone hit Golden Goose Club? Golden Goose Club means you purchase Shockwave and you already cover the cost of Shockwave. So now you have access to the Golden Goose and just don't kill the Golden Goose. That's it. Continue to take the trades, continue to refine the system, continue to manage your risk. All right, and you'll be well on your way. All right, so we did have a few people enter Golden Goose last week. So congratulations to you guys. And you'll get better. You'll get better. 50% Tesla. Beautiful job. Tesla resistance zones. Yeah, be careful up there, guys. Take a look at Tesla. Yeah, right in this area. I see it, Hussein. This is what you're talking about, this area. We're kind of past that. We have a little bit up here as well. Good call. All right, so. And the cool thing is, guys, everyone looks out for one another. All right, that's what's so awesome. SPY's coming to that rejection zone. Okay, let's go back to SPY, the bread and butter. Okay, again, respect the integrity of this channel. Right, good call. Excellent call, timely call. Hussein. Good. 100% on Tesla, trying to stop. Good. 500% NVIDIA, beautiful. SPY woke 730. We are moving, yep. What's really holding us back, guys, the Dow's doing its thing. The Dow's pushing to the upside. What's really holding us back is mega cap, Qs, surprisingly. Okay, SPY's hugging that 730. I mean, do you believe, guys, if I asked you 60 days ago, not even 60 days ago, 45 days ago, that SPY will be at 730? All right. No one would believe it. But this is the kind of market that we're in, guys. All right, you have to be a bull long term. Okay, so don't fall for all the fear mongering. Okay, because you're gonna miss long term. Whenever the market drops, this thing's not even dropping more than 10%. That's how much demand there is. Okay, we were on the cusp of going into World War III or World War 2.5. We were right. It was getting intense. SPY dropped 9%. Right. That tells you that there's so much demand at every level, and to surpass those areas of demand, we had to have a catalyst as large as that, and that couldn't even drive us below 10%. Okay, it was high stakes. All right, if not managed accordingly, that situation, things can look very different today. Okay, so now this thing is off those lows. You don't even want to know how high it is off those lows. Matter of fact, let's take a look at it. Okay, look at this. Look at this. We pull back for 9.8%. We go, remember that inverse head and shoulder? We gap up. And now, guys, we are up. Off those lows, we're up 15%. Over 100 points. Year to date, SPY is up close to 7%. Okay, close to 7%. How long did that take us? I'll give you the exact number. 26 trading days. 26 trading days. 100-point move. We have not even come close to these previous all-time high retest area. For us to come to that area, guys, it's going to require us for this to be a legitimate test. A legitimate test is required. Why do I say that? From those highs to drop all the way down there, that's going to require a pullback of 4%. Okay. So in that case, what can make us get down there? It has to be a catalyst. We're not going to just pull back 4% for no reason. 2 to 3%, sure. 4%, there has to be something. Okay, so that's where we are, guys. That's where we are. Scale out Baba. Let's take a look at Baba. Baba, nice catch on Baba. Baba, if you take shockwave via Baba, scale out. Beautiful, beautiful. Do you have a shockwave? The good guy? Good catch. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And you guys will get good at it, guys, when you start to use tickers, when you start to understand tickers, your favorite tickers, and you start to refine it. It's the golden goose. Good. Golden goose. I wish there was an icon I can add on Discord to the golden goose. To the golden goose people, to the golden goose members. Done for the day with NVIDIA. Calls up 80%. Thank you. You're the best. I'm not trading with a lot of money. Thanks again. Whether you're trading with a lot of money, little money, 80% is look at SPY. Off those lows, that's only 16%. Okay, sometimes you got to bring things into reality. Off these lows, if you bought SPY shares off the very, very low, 629.29 to 629.28. Okay, it's up 15%. And all this had to take place. Now this puts into perspective what kind of opportunity options provide. Okay? 80%. 30+% with NVIDIA in a matter of minutes. If you're wrong, cut it. If you're right, take profits, because guess what? For SPY to move 108%, that's going to take how many years? Okay, for SPY to move 108%, that's going to take how many years? The equity itself. Okay? Someone do the rule of 72. Okay, if SPY is moving, it's about 15% a year. Right? How many years will it take? Okay, rule of 72. So that's actually someone put that in the chat. How many years will SPY take to double if it's gaining 15% a year? How many years will SPY take to double if it's gaining 50% a year? SPYs are in the party, of course. QQQ. So waiting the second shift, guys. I want to see what takes place second shift. What takes place second shift will be critical. Ted Turner passed away. Wow. 10% SPY. I struggle with knowing when I'm wrong, watching if it's just a pullback or not. So that's a great topic. All right, so let's touch on that. How do you know you're wrong? How do you know you're wrong? Okay. How do you know you're wrong? Okay, how do you know you're wrong? That's a great question. First, you can be wrong from a technical standpoint. Okay, technical standpoint, you can be wrong. You can be wrong percentage standpoint. You can be wrong dollar standpoint. Okay, so these are the primary ways you're wrong. But that's gonna be predicated on what your risk is. Okay, if my risk is a combination of, say if it's just solely technical, and it can be a combination of these things as well. Okay, we're blasting past 730, guys. So we'll do this one by one. Say my idea is, okay, this is my risk reward. Okay, I'm looking to take this much risk. I see the setup, this is my reward. If price gets below here before it gets up there, or any scale out areas, if it gets below here, I am wrong. I'm wrong. That's wrong. You should no longer be in the trade. This is not a pullback. This is just blatantly wrong. TP1 hit. If I'm going to trade, okay, same thing. If there's a set percentage that I like to risk, my risk, if my stop is 15%, 10%, whatever it is, I get below that area. Okay, I see below 15%, I'm wrong. Anything below that means you're not looking for pullback, you're not looking for anything technical. Same thing, dollar amount. So you risk a dollar amount. My risk is, hey, $500 per trade, $50 per trade, $1,000 per trade. Okay, if it gets below that dollar amount, you're wrong. It doesn't matter what it does on the chart. Wrong is wrong because that's your stop. So now, if you're using a combination of these, if it's outside of your risk, you are wrong. It doesn't matter what the trend. It doesn't matter what the chart is doing. It doesn't matter if it's coming into an EMA. That's outside of your risk. So now you can use a combination of these, like a hybrid approach, where you pair technical with percentage, or you use technical, or you use percentage, or use. So you have to see which one works best for you, and this is how you know you're wrong. If any of your invalidation markers are violated, you are wrong. Even if it breaks below, it recovers. Okay? So the quicker we can understand that, the shorter our path is to be right. A lot of times what traders do is they're a little bit wrong here, okay? And then they think it's going to bounce and it just does this. Okay? So you have to know what wrong means for you. Okay? You have to know what wrong means for you. So if it's from a technical standpoint, hey, I want price to hold this level. I don't want it to hold this level. I don't want to see any close below this level. If it's below the level and it closes, you're wrong. Okay, so the quicker you can learn to be wrong, the shorter your path is to be right. But if you refuse to be wrong, if you continuously modify your stop or adjust your stop while in the trade, there's no modification that needs to be made in the trade. It has to be, that's what we say, define. First, you have to define. Right? Where is your risk? What is it? Is it a level? Is it percentage? Is it a combination? If those things are violated, wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter what kind of candle comes up. It doesn't matter if it looks like it's in reverse. It doesn't matter if there's the view out below it. If view out is below your risk, it's a cut. Okay, so we don't want to have a gray area. So if we can make it as black and white as possible, which is difficult to do, the better off we are. Because the gray area is where a lot of traders get stuck. Okay. This thing continues to push. If you got calls here, shockwave, you go to TP1, whatever you caught. We're coming to the end of first shift. So one trade in first shift. NVIDIA, nice trade on NVIDIA. Okay. Fear and greed. On Bitcoin, okay, starting to take a little higher. Yeah, look at that. Almost at 70. See the rules, follow it 100%. Double in 5 years. Right, that's how long it'll take. Okay, so we're still respecting the integrity of this channel, guys. So on options, look at the power of options when truly utilized. Right, there's a possibility of you to double something in 5 minutes. Can you do it every time? No. Do you have to do it every time? No. Is it possible to do it? Okay. Yes. So you can do things that take 5 years to do within 5 minutes. Granted, you're probably not using the same amount of capital, right? If you're looking to buy SPY long term, right? You're not using that same amount of capital to buy one position in options, right? So it kind of evens out long term. But look how much time you're not waiting for said setup to play out. Look how much leverage it gives you. Okay, it gives you a ton of leverage. Took Nvidia call off that bounce. Beautiful. That SPY's flirting with that 730. I still gotta learn to say sevens. I'm not fully used to it. At some point in time, guys, we're gonna say eights. At some point in time, we're gonna say SPY 1000. Last year we were in the fives. We're in the 500s. 15% per year compound annual takes about 5 years. Yep. I'm an expert in being wrong. Yep. You have to be an expert in being wrong. You have to know how to be wrong. Right? We're all going to be wrong, but if you're good at being wrong and being wrong quickly, you give yourself a chance. At the end of the day, that's all we're asking for. We're asking for a chance. That's it. We just need an opportunity. %. So one of our members said, I lost money on Microsoft this week. It's a swing trade because my stop was 15% and not going up, but my trade was correct. But I had to follow my rules. And that's going to happen. That's the frustrating part, right? But that's okay because imagine if it completely collapsed, right? If it completely collapsed or it completely went against you, that 50% insurance policy protected your capital. So when you allocate that amount of risk, you're allocating 100% that initial risk, whatever you take. So now that 15%, 10%, 20%, whatever your stop loss is that's like an insurance premium you're paying. Okay. So it can't just be, hey, you know what? I know it's popular for people to size to zero, right? To get big gains, but how efficient is that? Meaning the whole contract is your risk. So no insurance at all. So either you make something and I would argue, guys, that sizing to zero stuff, from my opinion, there's a way to do it. In my opinion, I believe that's a way just to say, it's like hedging your bet. If you get the big gain, yes, I did my due diligence, but if it doesn't work in your favor, hey, I'll size into zero anyways. Long term, it's not going to take you far. Size into zero just simply means, okay, your whole contract is your risk. Right? That can work at a certain level, but at some point in time, all right, if you had the desired amount in your account, the desired amount of capital in your account, would you be sizing to zero? Probably not. Right? So that 50% is just a nice little because now you still have 85% of your capital. Meta starting to pick up. Yeah, Meta completely gone. Look at Meta, guys. Meta took off as well. SPY 730 retest. Look at Meta. So Meta came and tested that daily upside breaker. Got that nice little bounce. 50% on Baba. Beautiful job. The last entry at Meta was that daily upside breaker. So Meta actually went 3 up. Meta engulfing candle on Meta on the daily. Engulfing candle on Meta on the daily. Microsoft out of here. So everything's taken off. Walmart trying to break down the downside. Okay. So I do like how Shockwave didn't give you this as the suggested puts. Filter that out. So again, Walmart, if it doesn't treat this area of support, it can start to slide. AMD. Okay, starting to go. Looking at ASTS. Okay, never traded this before. Okay, yep. If it's like a medium cap, small cap name, more than likely it needs some kind of fuel behind it, or something technically clean on the intraday higher time frame, I would say. Yep, there you go. So ticker due diligence will be critical in that from that standpoint. Again, guys, make sure to like the video. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Second shift is upon us. Okay, we're at second shift. First shift, NVIDIA, one trade. Looking for another trade on SPY. Let's get this refreshed. Okay, so far during this current hour, this refreshes every hour. During this current hour, AMD looks like Intel is in the lead. INTC. Not IRGC, INTC. INTC in this current hour is starting to pick up off those lows. Look at Intel. Okay. Comes in, puts, scale out, TP. Okay. Let me see, we're at 100 likes. So at 100 likes, we'll do the giveaway. So let's try to get to 100 likes as quickly as possible. All right, so we can break this giveaway drought. I'll give you until 10:45, guys. Let's get to 100 likes. Let me refresh. Make sure to subscribe. We're trying to crack 5,100 subs. By today, if we can do that, that'd be great. We have over 190 people tuning in this morning. If you're a first-time viewer, let us know where you're joining from and how you found the stream. How you found the stream, how you found the channel. Okay, let us know. Let us know, let us know, let us know. QQQ. Interestingly, the Qs and IW are the ones that have not gone yet. So QQQ can come into play here as a major resistance up there. Okay, if those names can start to pick up. So Qs, you can see, frustrate on the Qs, right? If you took the Qs. Scalp provided, eventually stop out if you're using scale out or TP methodology. Stop out, and I like how if the Qs can hold here, I like the Qs for that. One more attempt into those highs. Take a nice little hammer off the Qs there. Hammer in that area. If we can, I'll take the Qs. Obviously, that bounce off that daily open was nice. A lot of selling pressure up there. So the Qs are the only ones that haven't taken off, surprisingly. So currently no position. If we can go hammer here on the Qs, that gives us a little room to push it up. And I'll take the 690s on the Qs. Okay, starting to go. Okay, I'll take it right there. I'm in the Qs. I'm in the Q 690s. I want this to hold. My risk is 1 unit, of course. I want to take that into the highs of the day. QQQ, second trade of the day. If you did take this, manage accordingly. TP where you need to. If you want to have a tighter stop, feel free. Okay. Second trade of the day. Now, if I got that, this fill would have been ideal. That fill possibly can get you that double digits. This my fill is a little late, but I still like it. See, the Qs can start to get some momentum here. There we go. There we go, Qs. There we go. Up 8, up 9. Okay, we do have some resistance up there, so feel free to TP. Feel free to TP. Okay, see if you can push for that double digits on your Qs. Up 9. Okay, up 13. There we go. Up 16. There we go, Qs. I'm going to close out all right there at 18. Thank you very much, Qs. Thank you very much, Qs. So one shot, one kill on the Qs, 18% into the highs of the day. So no runners, no nothing on the Qs. If you do have a run on the Qs, just manage accordingly, fix your NC. Okay. Just the reason why I took it right there is because I do have some friction up here. So I just wanted to go one shot, one kill. 18%. In how many minutes? 2 minutes? Okay, if you have runners on, see if you can hold above that. Okay, manage accordingly. Do what you need to do, guys. So second trade of the day, the Qs. If you took that, dollar signs in the chat. Who took that? Any of my strikers take it, guys? Strikers. TP 62%. The fact that I didn't hold it might take off now. All right. But I'm good. Okay. I'm good. I want to take it into high of the day. Trade as a scalp. So thank you very much, Qs. Thank you very much, Qs. Okay, this thing might have some strength behind it. Now let me go grab my phone charger real quick, guys. In the meantime, let's take a listen to free CNBC here. All right, so I do try to call out the exact entry of the contract. I do to say the strike. Again, YouTube does have a delay. Okay, you're gonna see the exact entry, no delay. You have to be in the private community. All right, so it's all for educational purposes. Okay, just know that. By no means am I telling you to buy or sell. I'm just providing the insights and showing you how to scalp, how to trade, providing that real-time education. Okay. So Qs, the reason why, again, we know there's major resistance there. Trade as a scalp. If you want to squeeze more out of it, sure. If you want to say, hey, you know what? I want to take that break. Use this as my stop after taking profits, sure, as well. I don't fault you for that. Right? That's a good line of thinking. That can hold that level, hold those highs. Amazon, 40% calls. Beautiful. Walmart style, okay, tight stop. Let me go back to SPY. A SPY is just out of here. So, I mean, SPY is just out of here. SPY is at PMH. Okay. SPY is at PMH. Beginning of the day, just took a long dated contracts. We'll call 690. Depends. For those who chart, okay. Let's get the likes up, guys. All out 100% on what was that, Jake? SPY. Okay, SPY. Beautiful job. Did you get the 100% on probably that 730 bounce? Possibly 100% opportunity on this stretch. Or if you held for a little longer, possibly in this area here, near that 729.55. Tremendous job. On Webull, the slippage, look at that, guys, 10% on the account. So we got traders, okay. SPY's doing 6% all year, 10%, close to 10% on the account, 6% the day before. Okay, let's get the likes up on YouTube, guys. Let's get the likes up. Let me play a little bit of CNBC here, and then I'll grab my charger and we'll take it from there. Let me find the stream.
Don't trade at a great multiple.
Amazon. So Shockwave. What a day on Shockwave. So treat this very similar to how I treated the Qs. If you do take that, okay. Don't force anything. Be calculated. Historic day in the market. All-time highs. This thing is above 730. 2 trades today. NVIDIA, QQQ. NVIDIA last TP 100% plus. Upwards of 140%. We extracted at 130. Q's quick scalp 18%. Okay, so a lot of opportunities, guys, today. Just have to be paid. This thing is about to go to TP3. So I turned my back on SPY today, and it just takes off. Qs continue to push, guys. Qs are scale out on the Qs if you held that. IW wants to reclaim that VWAP. We're above PMH. Who's done for the day? The primary thing is this is first shift highs. If we break above first shift highs, continue to push aggressively, expansion. If we grab it, fade under it, okay, mean reversion. Okay. Apple is looking to test that VWAP daily upside breaker in the VWAP 284.55, 285 territory. Keep a close eye on that. Apple VWAP test. Okay. Let me go quickly and who's done for the day? Who's done for the day, guys? Again, keeping it clean, keeping it calculated allows us to capitalize on the best opportunities. Okay. We'll go over to Bloomberg. All right. I'm going to go locate my charger. Early coffee refill. We'll be right back, guys. In the meantime, smash that like button. If you have any questions, question in the chat. If you're green, guys, stay clean. If you've been green in first shift, you took no trade second shift. Again, you're entitled to end your day whenever you like, guys. Okay? Don't overtrade. That's the biggest danger. Giving back profits and overtrading is the biggest danger currently. All right, so let's take a quick break here, and I'll be right back.
Kurt Wolf joins us now. I'm pleased to say, Kurt, thank you so much for joining. What do you see demand like in the second half of the year? Do things need to settle down before you'll get calm?
And by the way, Vonnie and David, thank you for having me on. Appreciate the opportunity to talk. So just what we're seeing right now is strength in the economy. Certainly there's the opportunity for headwinds with oil and some of the uncertainty globally. But the easiest thing to talk about is just the economy right now. It is a little bit of context I think will help. We essentially have 4 businesses inside of Pitney Bowes, which gives us great visibility into the market. We have a mail meter business, which obviously is tied to postal. We have a shipping business, which gives us insight to the shipping space, e-commerce, logistics. We also have a bank, so we have a lot of exposure to financial markets. And then finally, we have a pre-sort business, which handles a lot of mail coming out of businesses, and particularly marketing mail. So it gives us a sense of the health of the consumer. And what I'd say is what we're seeing is 3 main things. 1, the consumer is strong. 2, businesses continue to invest in the future. And then 3, despite all the global uncertainty, companies are reacting quite quickly and aggressively to maintain profits and keep health on a go-forward basis.
Ask about the mail and shipping side of the business, and I'm curious how much rising rates from the U.S. Postal Service affect your business generally at this moment in time, what you're seeing?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, one thing that's very fortunate about our business is we're pretty non-cyclical. Mail, a lot of what we do isn't really tied to the economy. In terms of rising rates, we do have a bank. So one of the biggest ways I'd say it impacts us is, our cost of capital tends not to go up. We have a great deposit base of core deposits. But on the lending side, obviously, we benefit from it. So actually, rising rates can be good for us, particularly as it pertains to the bank.
It won't be long before people start getting concerned once again about the sustainability of the USPS and, of course, the liquidity position.
Yes.
How do you think about that? I mean, it comes up regularly.
Yeah, so the sustainability of the post office. I was in D.C. A couple weeks ago meeting with senators and congressmen. And the thing I would say, the resounding message that I heard from them is that their voters very much value the post office. So there's always talk about reducing mail, cutting back days of delivery, et cetera. But, that's what the constituents want. I think there's a strong desire by Congress to continue to, support the post office. So I think there's a great future for the post office.
Give us an update on your efforts to reform and streamline this company. So we got some vantage of that through this latest earnings report. But I'm curious sort of where we are in that process as you see it, and what goals you have that remain to...
Okay, back. So at this point, tests of the EMAs can come into play for nice little pops. I want to get a nice... We can continue to expand, push into the 733s. Okay, if the 9 can catch up with that PMH, I can be there for that. Amazon. Amazon is brewing. Where was Amazon bigger picture? Amazon. This is where Amazon is currently. All right, it can push into PMH, but it is in this area here in this zone. So I was looking for a nice collapse on Amazon this morning, but no collapse took place. So Amazon, if Amazon can reclaim 275.21, could be appealing for a possible push into the upper end of that rejection zone. Look at SPY, guys. SPY on the very top of that rejection zone. And this thing is about to break past 731.62 and continue to push. Unbelievable. So it came right into this area, clear separation, gone. Nice breakdown on Walmart. Walmart finally gave up. Anyone take Walmart? Like a Walmart scale out. If you took Walmart, the shallowest area to get bounces, guys, 731.31. 731.31. Outside of that, I wouldn't touch this thing as it continues to fly. So first hour strong, second hour strong. Walmart. I believe someone took Walmart. Okay, Walmart puts, boom, complete collapse, scale out, about to hit TP. Be mindful of that PML down there. Nice. Okay, nice. Hey, don't take Walmart. Down goes Walmart. Walmart. Yep. Meta looking to retest that daily upside breaker. 6/14/30. Apple looking to test that daily upside breaker and that PMH and that not the PMH, that VWAP. Nvidia looking to possibly make intraday highs at 205.82. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. QQQ. If you held on to QQQ, last trade idea. Okay. Here we go. I took it from here to here, 18%. So if you uses this, if you take that break and use this as your NC, no close below it, okay, continues to push, you can squeeze another possible 30-40% out of it. Okay, so the trades today so far were Qs. That last trade, second shift. One before that was Nvidia. Right here. Okay, so 2 trades today. Both worked in our favor nicely. We'll look for Lotto to cap off the day. And then we'll be done, guys. So keep it nice and clean. It's going to be important. I'm looking at the PMH and that 9. If we continue to expand, at least coming to that on the 5 on SPY. Qs are about to hit TP. Qs are about to hit TP. IW, okay, is brewing. IW is brewing. A wick that goes to 732.65. Wow, I don't have that wick. I don't have a wick, guys, on their chart. I don't see that wick. Are you on a TradingView or TOS, doctor? Huh. Interesting. I don't have that wick. Does anyone have this wick on their chart? Anyone using TradingView? Look at this. One of our members saw that wick. SPY hit TP3. I don't see it. Interesting. TP3 hit. TP3 hit. IW is starting to fuel up. IW is starting to fuel up. I don't have that wick either. So someone else also has it. Lambish sees it. Justin sees it. Interesting. Weeble has a wick. Let me take a look on my Weeble chart. Yeah, I see that wick. It just doesn't show on I see it on Weeble. It just doesn't show on my TradingView. Right here. Now wick, yep, 732.56. Sometimes when they don't have that wick, what they'll do is they'll just print it. Apple, look out for that hammer off the view up in the daily upside breaker. Okay, 5 for 5. Yeah, I remember last year as well. So last year, guys, we had everyone had different levels on their pre-market high, pre-market low, because everyone had different wicks. Maybe it might have to do with time zones. I don't know. So I don't have an answer for that. So for those of you who are seeing the wicks, are you in the Eastern time zone? On TradingView. That would be hilarious if I'm the only one who doesn't see it. If it doesn't show up on my chart. That's on Weeble, yep. Maybe 1,000 contracts because he's quick. No, I don't take 1,000 contracts. No, one more heading heading down. Yeah, Walmart already went. Walmart already left the station. Walmart already left the station. If you use Shockwave, if you do a little bit of your technical due diligence, you can see nice little compression. You want that trend line to break down, and then boom, hits TP, close to TP, and starts to go. So inversely correlated with what the indexes are doing. Walmart giving us that read for today, on most days as well. I'm an EST, but no visible on TV, only on TOS. Okay, so it looks like EST is the only one that doesn't see it. Okay. Look at the likes up, guys. 100 likes, 150 likes. I'm seeing here on the west, so it looks like everyone outside of EST time zone is seeing it. So quite a bit. I'm in EST. My chart trading view, I'm in EST time zone, and you guys see it as well. So okay, so there goes the EST. Only EST doesn't see it, so I'm wrong about that. Let's highlight some while we're here, guys, in our chat. Look at our team, guys. Phenomenal job. 10% on Amazon, sharing ideas, exchanging ideas. 100% on SPY, 62% SPX, Walmart. Right, one of our traders called Walmart Shockwave traders. All right, Golden Goose members, Walmart, SPY, nice there. 15%, SPY, 50%, Alibaba. Look at that. All right, so a lot of great traders on our team. The big one was Nvidia. Nvidia was the big one this morning. And SPY, guys, there's nothing much to say. Unless you're just scalping off of the waves. Okay. It's not even touching the second wave. Just first. That's how strong it is. It's only hugging the top that on the 1 minute. So anytime it goes to the midpoint, get that nice little bounce. So I would say, okay, that PML on 9 lining up. So PML on 9. This would be an area of interest. Okay. Continues to climb. It's like Jenga, right? It continues to go. Okay. Has less and less pieces down here. Anytime if it starts to show weakness, it can start to push back the downside. So I don't want to get at the very top. I don't want to buy the highs of the day on all-time highs. That makes sense. It's already at all-time highs. Okay, so the best thing to do is not buy at all-time highs. On top of that, the highest point ever. So if you buy calls here, okay, if you bought calls here at 732.48, you bought calls at the highest level ever. Okay, so I don't want to do that. At least get into some more recent areas, more recent levels, more technical levels. Okay, so just be careful chasing this. Don't chase this. Okay, who's done? Who's done for the day? I don't see a lot of done for the days today. 100%. No pullbacks at all. Qs are the only one that gave us a chance. SPY did go. Okay, Shockwave. This one gets stopped out. Okay, gets stopped out, refuels, reclaims, pushes back higher, scale out, and just goes parabolic. It's above TP3. So TP3, it means it's just out of this world. Out of this world. Okay. Is there a tick chart? Not on Webull, founder CN. Hi, Adjut, just saw your message. Have a great day, Michael. Meta moving up. How do we come to know how you exit and enter a trade new to the group? So we just discussed the idea, the rationale ahead of time. And if I'm in a trade, you can see my position up here. So the idea is not to take the exact same trade as I'm taking, right? The only time you do that is if what you're looking at happens to align with what I'm looking at. Okay, so I try to provide as much context as possible so you know how to replicate it. Because the strategy we use is the same strategy every day. Same key levels. Different numbers, same levels. SPY opens up somewhere else, we use the same system. So if you can get yourself familiar with the system, the point is to get you used to and put in position to where you can take these trades on your own. Okay? We can just very well say, hey, take calls above this level and just keep it silent. Right? But the whole point of the group, the whole point of the stream is to get you guys educated. The education. Okay, the education part is the most important part, in my opinion. All right, because what happens is now in our community, when the traders are operating on a high level and they're learning, it makes the community even stronger. Because we're just, again, teaching you how to fish. We have capable fishers. Okay, rather than me just saying, hey, you know what, take calls here, take puts here. It doesn't give any context. That's how the industry works. It doesn't give any context. Okay. So that's how we run the things. So that's a good question. Okay, during this hour, we continue to see that push. Nice Apple is trying to bounce off that dead upside breaker. And that VWAP. Potential flag forming on the 15 on NVIDIA. So everything that's already went, you wait for a pullback. Either way, so that's the only thing. So if something made a parabolic move, you're waiting for some kind of downward compression off a key zone. And just when it comes to that territory, the entire market resumes to the upside. So IWM is a breakout. Very important to understand that breakout isn't to all-time highs. All right, so again, just be mindful of that. So IW, when it goes, it goes. IW, you can see it breaks down TP1, TP2, and it goes the other way. No retrace reject, starts to push, and now it's headed towards the top there. So nice rounded bottom on IW, inverse head and shoulder on IW, left head right, out of here. Okay. Any other questions, guys? How many people in the community? You can look it on the Discord. I mean, why does that matter? All right. There's roughly, probably, give or take, we have a free community and a paid community as well. So give or take a total, maybe 400, 500 people. I don't have the exact number, but I'm just curious to know how that makes a difference on your journey to profitability. All right, how's that gonna make a difference? All right, we're coming into that 9. We're coming into that PMH. Okay, trading view doesn't show it as well. USMC. Interesting. Okay, our second actually 3 down candle. We're testing that 9. So this, if we can get a nice hammer off that level, this would be my lotto for the day. All right. There's nothing else approaching soon. So you get a nice little hammer on the 5. I'll go 5 for 5. We'll go 5 for 5. Yeah, you're right. You do bring up a point with larger communities are hard to interact. From that standpoint, you do bring up a point. All right, so yeah, we're just growing our community strategically. Okay, so little by little, I want to always maintain that small community feel. We get to know each member by name, by alias. All right, so the people are not just a number. All right, just not just a number, and you just show up. And everyone brings something to the table. Everyone brings something to the table. So from that standpoint, okay, we do have a small community feel. And we want to maintain that. We want to maintain that. Yeah, I was looking for SPY for the lottos off that PMH and VWAP. If it comes into play. If there's nothing there, I won't take it. So no pressure, guys. Don't be pressured to take the lottos. I know the last 2 lottos went parabolic. All right, so again, yesterday's lottos on Apple left the station. Lottos before that on SPY 90% plus. So again, that's not. I don't want you to just all of a sudden, oh, you're done for the day, and you hear the word lotto, and then you just start to get excited and abandon your plan. I don't want you to start doing that. Okay, stick to your plan. Stick to your plan. Trade your trade. And try to understand the rationale behind some of the setups that we discussed. Appreciate it, Loxy. Yeah, we're building it piece by piece, brick by brick. One trade at a time, one subscriber at a time, one committed member at a time. All right, and building it the right way. Building it the right way. And to me, it's always an honor, it's a privilege. I get to trade alongside people. A little aggressive here, some aggressive selling. Okay, if that 9 doesn't hold, if it starts to collapse, no hammer, we want to see simultaneous hammers. Okay, we want to see hammer time across the board. Hammer, hammer, hammer on the 5. On the Qs, hammer on SPY. Possible hammer on the Dow. So all of them are coming to test their 9s. If we get some buyers to pick it up, we can be there. No buyers, we'll let it be. Yeah, if you're looking for the drop, you're looking for the drop below that PMH. You're looking for that. You want that 9 MA just to get sliced and diced through. You might engineer a head and shoulder out of there. Hammer time. All right. Okay, we're at that 9. We're at that PMH. Because think of it like this. If you're short, if you're bearish, you're probably short. You're countering everything. You're probably short there. Short at those highs there. And then now you're shorting it into this area. And then if it starts to really go, you start to really grow. But if it doesn't, that's the target. So the target for the shorts are going to be where buyers can potentially step in. And if they don't step in, then it starts to really roll. Okay. 22 cents. If you're struggling in the market, be more. Be more selective with your trades. Less is definitely more. Patience and waiting for high probability entries will make you more comfortable, also more profitable. In just 4 days of the month, I was fortunate to grow my account 18% with little drawdown and less stress. This isn't one of my goals to double my account every month. 100%. And trade wins, I had the privilege to trade with trade wins for multiple years now, guys. Very, very tremendous trader, right? He's grown an account thousands and thousands of percent, right? So the advice that he does provide, right? Make sure to let it resonate. Take that advice. And on top of that, you don't even like to trade all-time highs, trade wins. And you're still finding that quality and crushing it. Okay, so good. Some great advice, guys. All right, inside on the 5. To break that hammer, it's a little bit high. There's more of a doji than a hammer. So one way to approach this is maybe inside 212, back the upside. All right. I wanted a hammer, no hammer. I'll probably just let this go. Maybe they're trying to go head and shoulder out of here. Okay. Tiny little shoulder. So come down to PML. Who wants the PMH? Who wants PMH? Who wants the 9? What platform do you guys trade on? I use Webull. Some of our traders use TradeStation. Some of them use TOS. Some of them use IBKR. So it just depends. But the chart, most of the traders use TradingView. It should be a pretty good drop. Listen to him. You'll be profitable. 5-minute time frame. A lot of bearish. Yep. So 5-minute time frame. So think of it like this. During the day, we pumped. We're pumping during the day. 5-minute time frame. We're seeing a little bit of weakness. Okay. Okay. We're seeing a little bit of weakness. But now, that 5-minute weakness doesn't necessarily mean we're going to drop. Okay, this doesn't happen every time. It can happen, but it's never every time. Most of the time what happens is the best bet is that 5-minute time frame is just some profit taking and price trying to seek higher lows. Okay, so again, the bears would sell it off into that area, and then if they can't get it past that point, bulls reload and push it back higher. Right, so it's when the market is very strong, you actually, if you're bullish, you actually want to look for weakness. So if the market is very strong, you gotta look for moments of temporary weakness if the integrity of the movement is still intact. Because if you're buying, more than likely you have to buy here. Okay, in an uptrend, the goal is, of course, the best entry in an uptrend is to buy, okay, the higher low. That's the best price. The break, higher high, that's the momentum entry. That's the expansion. Right, so what happens is when the trend continues, right, the momentum entry, okay, starts to get more sketchy. All right, so the first three, four, up to two to four of them, it's there. But eventually you want to start to lean towards, okay, you know what? I'm going to wait for that higher low. Okay, basically what took place in this key zone here. Okay, comes into PML, starts to bounce. Couldn't get a hammer, got a doji. If you use the 1, you got a 2-1-2. This is the key zone, it starts to bounce. So if you're going short, you're targeting this area. Right, so now when we're all the way up here, say we're here, and it starts to pull back, when it pulls back, you are going to see some weakness on the 5-minute time frame. Yes, correct. You're going to see that weakness. But if that weakness, okay, oxymoron, if that weakness is not strong enough to shift the structure or compromise the integrity, the uptrend, more than likely is just a higher low. All right, so when you are going short, how do you short an uptrend? Okay, so keep in mind, guys, bulls and bears can always coexist. Where would you short an uptrend? The best time to short an uptrend would be the higher high into the higher low. So from here to there. That's one. The other one is, of course, the complete structural breakdown of the uptrend and the structural shift. Okay, now you start to get this kind of action. So the bears that enter here, okay, the setups higher highs into lower highs, higher highs into higher lows. This type of trading is different than this type of structural breakdown trading. Both are bearish setups. Okay. And also, one thing is, just because the market is just because it's here, right? It doesn't mean it has to stop. It doesn't mean it has to go back down. It can continue to go. That's the thing. It can continue to go. Right, but in our mind, for some reason, we think that it has to stop because it's at a certain area. All right. So now if the longs pick it up here, they're going to try to drive it into that area. And you want to take that 9. Didn't get that hammer, but did get that nice bounce off that 9 and that 9 in that VWAP, that 9 in that PMH. If you got that, good. So now you understand how to pair that key level with that EMA. So that's what you're going to look for. Okay. I listen to him. You'll be profitable. Don't do what I do and overtrade. I got excited. I killed my profits. I now only do SA trading, and I'm building my account back. Went from 100K to 15K. Congratulations on making those adjustments. And that's not easy, guys, to go from 100 to 15. Right, that takes a toll on your mental, but at the same time, there's a lot of things you're learning if you're really committed to the process. There's a lot of insightful things you're picking up, and if you put them into practice, all right, you have a chance to build a new base and work your way back up. My own for now, I'm back listening, walking away. Now I'm back to 30. So I went from 15 to 30. All right, so all the credit goes to you, USMC. IW, a nice move. Yeah, IW did go. If you're waiting for IW, my IWM army. Good. 100%. The market remain irrational, then it can remain solvent. IWM, that one required patience. If you're patient, you got it. Beautiful. Traders helping traders, guys. It doesn't get better than this. Okay, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Now, so did come with that key zone. Don't have a horse in the race. Did come in here. Did get eventually bounce. Okay, nice flag break on the 15 on NVIDIA. And where do we go from here? I got some key levels above, guys. I got some key levels above. So this morning when we opened up, there was nothing for us to really gauge where we can go. There was nothing for us to really gauge where we can go. All right, so every morning we send that game plan. Let's take a look at the chart on the side. Okay, so this is where we were. So 7:30 in the morning, we were all the way there. We end up rejecting there. We come to this area here, that zone that we highlighted in the pre-market prep stream. We bounce off of that. We fuel off. We bounce off. We come back into this area and blast past it. As we're blasting, we're headed toward that 732, 733 territory, and we're well beyond that area now. So that area now becomes a balance zone. But the levels that were provided this morning, here, guys. So I have the levels going all the way to 743. That's an extreme. Okay, so we have 737. Okay, 728. There should be one more. I should have given you the 731.31. That should be there in between. But you get the point. Those levels are sent out every single morning, even though we don't have those levels past all-time highs. So if you don't know how to trade all-time highs, okay, this is the time for you to learn and not take any trades. Okay? Or to use very little size while you're learning. IWM's out of here. All right. So for the ones who remain patient, starts to wave, boom, goes, scale out. All-time highs. QQQ. Let's check back on QQQ. Oh, this is gone. It's gone. All right, so I'm happy with the scalp. But again, if you want to use that full idea, scale out, TP1 hit. Okay, so 2 trades today. Both trades worked in our favor. I wanted to take SPY off that zone, but was looking for a particular candle. Respected it. And then now we're probably going to start to chop around for some time between these highs up here and this zone here. We might spend some time here. So we know if the bears want to really drive this thing lower, all right, if they want to somehow, some way gravitate this thing back to VWAP or get close to VWAP, they're going to have to overcome that PMH, that pre-market high. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If they can't overcome that PMH, all right, the bulls will dictate the control. So if you're a bull, more than likely you're going to start to do your decision making, your due diligence in this area. And see if other bulls are jumping in there. Okay. Now Google, let's go. Google right here went all the way to TP1. This candle right there, that wick. So you can get back above it. All right, who's done for the day, guys? If you're done for the day, make sure to be done, guys. The biggest danger if you're done, if you're having a great week. All right, some of the ideas this week have been great. If you're having a great week, the biggest danger is euphoria. The biggest danger is walking away, not following the process, and thinking you're bigger than your own process. All right, so win or lose, win, lose, or draw. Okay, green, red, or break even. Every single day when you come back to the market, you're starting fresh, regardless how you performed. All right, so very, very important that you do that. Don't get overly aggressive. Biggest danger is, of course, in the PM, giving back the profits from the AM. Right? You don't want to give back the profits from the AM and the PM. Walk away if you're done. The market gave us some great opportunities. All right. If you caught 20% and it went 200%, don't be hard on yourself. All right, because you're still walking away with 20% more than you came into the day with. Tomorrow will be some great opportunities as well. We'll look for those opportunities, we'll identify those opportunities, and we'll look to capitalize. Okay. What's NVIDIA's support? Now we can look at some intraday. So now this is going to be up for grabs. It's up for test. This convincingly it's a buy zone, bound zone now. NVIDIA support. Okay, NVIDIA's flipped the zone here, so it's headed towards that area. So now this would be NVIDIA support. Okay, NVIDIA is starting to go. So this can be a multi-day break on NVIDIA. All right, so we'll trade it intraday. I'll trade it intraday. So we've taken NVIDIA 4 consecutive days. Puts here, puts here, puts here. Today calls. Okay. I want they calls on NVIDIA. This is the 50-minute flag I was talking about here. Okay, so now it's coming into this area. Okay, NVIDIA has some. NVIDIA is the laggard of the bunch. NVIDIA is the laggard of the bunch. So NVIDIA is the one that has not made the all-time high this week. Has made the all-time high previously. I believe that was on April 27th. So it's been almost 2 weeks. So we're heading towards this rejection zone on NVIDIA. MSTR. Okay, MSTR starting to come into this area. See the 180, 183 territory can hold. Might have to shift that slightly. Now that I lower my trades, I can make 100% because I'm not emotionally attached 100%. Right, if you want to remove, it's impossible to completely remove the emotions, but if you want to take the edge off the emotions, just size down. Done for the day, 14% SPY, 41% IWM, 74% Apple. Thank you very much, all. Learning a ton. Working hard on sticking to my plan and risk management 100%. That is the recipe. Blessed day and wisdom to all. Yep, if you're wrapping up, guys, be done. We are past that 2-hour mark. All right, so we did take a trade, 1 trade in each shift. There was a ton of opportunities during first. All right, so we used NVIDIA to capitalize off that opportunity in first. And second, we took the Qs. Third, shift high grabs possibly. And then we'll look to wrap up near 12 o'clock, 12:30ish. Okay. Who's done for the day? Who's done for the day? Google. If Google can hold 392.37. Looks interesting. Nice breakdown. Nexon. NVIDIA's flying this last hour. NVIDIA's up 5% during the day. That's not the hour. Let's go to the recent hour. Here we go. All right. Okay, Apple. Okay, came with that VWAP, came with that daily upside breaker, reclaimed it nicely. 2 on 2 off it, continues to push. Well, else is done for the day. We'll do the end of stream poll here, guys. So let us know you did. Okay, it's completely voluntary. Green, red, yellow. And if you're closing on your first green week, okay? If you're closing on your first green week and you're green up until now, all right, I would highly recommend being very, very picky tomorrow and possibly not even trading on Friday. All right, because if you can get your first green week under your belt, it's going to change a lot of things. Okay, so if you're closing in on your first green week, okay, you can start sizing down and just secure that week. Just secure that week. The objective is to give you the tools and resources week to week, or tools and resources daily, shift by shift, so you can get as close as possible to green on the week. Okay, we're trying to do this at scale. All right, so if you're there right now, all right, make sure to do whatever you can by the end of the week, okay, that you close out green. You're up already. All right, so play the smart game. So that's what I would highly, highly recommend. Okay, so once you get your first week, right, you have an idea of what kind of pace you need to push during the week. You have an idea of what worked, what didn't. You're walking away with some capital, and it's going to do tremendous, tremendous things for your confidence in a good way, not in a bad way. Okay, it's not going to fuel your arrogance, but it's going to give you more confidence in the things you're doing. It's going to make you better at cutting trades, because now you know, your brain knows that, hey, this risk management thing and keep my losses small, looking for high probability setups, keep my emotions in check, really works. All right, so I challenge you to do that if you're closing on your first green week. Done for the day, Metacalls 45%. Beautiful job, John. So we got John W, John G. Apple is starting to pick up some steam off that dead upside breaker VWAP. Okay, so don't play the game. Don't play the game of trading. Be smart. Okay, so whoever that applies to, make sure you take that, because I want you to sit in the green by the end of the week. We're going to take NVIDIA trade with the move up. No NVIDIA trade. NVIDIA trade, that flag, that 15-minute flag was the trade. Now if you use this area for that bounce, okay. Outside of that, NVIDIA is gone. We rode this thing all the way up into there. Okay, last TP, 100% plus. All right, if you had to take a trade on NVIDIA, maybe first shift highs in conjunction with some of these highs. In second shift, that possible bounce. Pair that with some kind of EMA. Yes, thanks for the challenge, 100%. 100%. Anyone else, guys? Anyone else? Tesla has any setup? Let's take a look at Tesla on the bigger picture. Intraday higher time frame. So I explained what the intraday higher time frames were, guys, yesterday. Okay, so Tesla was beautiful this morning, right? I took Tesla, just couldn't get filled. So in the event that I don't get filled, I cancel the order. So Tesla did make a nice push. Now it's starting to pull back a little bit. So if we just zoom out just a little bit, Tesla's holding this area here, and buyers are willing to buy it there. So they're willing to buy it here, okay, aggressively, but there isn't enough pressure to get us past the 390 territory. Okay, just shy of the 390s. The lower part of 390s. So 391 to 395, we have a hard time in that area. All right, so Tesla, that'll be it. If you're bearish on Tesla, you want to see a decisive break below this area, and you want no buyers to be stepping up here. That could lead to the bottom falling out. All right, and we're quite a ways from that, but so again, buyer stepped up, not enough. Pull back lower. Okay. Any other? Okay, SPY coming back at that area. Brick wall trampoline type of scenario. I want a shenanigans candle down. That'd be nice. So if you can get a nice break below that PMH, decisive close. Oh, we got it on the 5. Now stay below it for that retrace reject. Okay. All the buying that steps up here doesn't drive it to those highs. This could possibly be it. We need the Qs to start to fade. The Dow's fading. IWM's at VWAP. So this 5-minute candle we're currently seeing is critical. So retrace, reject, reclaim. On the table calls from 4:30. Though was red until today. Okay. Good. Okay, our goal today is to get to 5,100 subs. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so, team. Make sure to do so. Done for the day. Good. All right, so it's midday now. So it's getting close to midday. We're getting close outside of the shockwave hour. All right, I'll explain what shockwave is and how to get your hands on it. I'll explain how to join our community here shortly. Okay, so on that note, those two trades, those will be all the trades. If I do take any trades later today, I will update you guys in the Discord. If not, that's all we got for today. Okay, that's all we got for today. And we'll take some questions. We'll take some questions here. So I really wanted to clean up the amount of trades I was taking here from last week, this week as well, especially in a new month. Sometimes what happens is when it's near the end of the month, right, you start to get a little more aggressive, or you start to, I don't want to say reckless, but you start to be more aggressive from the standpoint of taking more trades, and I was kind of doing that a little bit, right? So again, I did like the trades I was taking. I'm going to manage risk, but I want to look for more quality. Look for more quality and just dial it in a little more. Okay, so very important. Always make the adjustment over the weekend. And those small adjustments, guys, pay off. The small adjustments are going to pay you more than any trade. Any trade you take, the adjustments you make will make the difference. Okay. Nice retrace, reject off that PMH. Starting to slide here. We are starting to slide. Is this a gravitation towards VWAP? We shall see. VWAP is at this, in this area right here. VWAP is in here. Coincides with this level. Nice breakdown. Yeah, absolutely. My name is George. My name is George. You can call me George. You can call me Mr. G, Code G, George. All right, all that works. I call him Curious George. Curiosity killed the cat, but the cat has 9 lives. A lot of cat analogies. Skin the cat, curiosity kill the cat, dead cat bounce. Here we go, shenanigans. Here, you see, like just like that. Here we go. Now they want to reclaim it. You see how aggressive it is. All right, it's just you don't know when the shenanigan candles comes in, you don't know which way it wants to go. And that could very well shake you out or stop you out. So it's always good just to take some profit off the table. So worst case scenario, if you do take a little bit of damage, is with partials. Unfortunately, sometimes you do get caught in the shenanigans. Right, so sometimes you do get caught. Just do your best to manage it, and sometimes the shenanigans works in your favor. I have no positions currently. I'm curious to know what he's going to trade. Absolutely. No problem, Fishman. That's the cool thing. We never know what the market's going to do every day. We show up every day. We put our best foot forward. So it keeps us on our toes every day. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know which way it's going to go. Look at that hammer. If this thing gets back above the 9, that hammer does look appealing. Okay, so that was a nasty. If it gets back over the 9 on the 5 to the upside, a lot of shorts trapped there. G-man, top G. That works as well. I want to know. I want to know which way it's going to go. Sign me up for the Nancy Pelosi trading plan. 100%. Yeah, imagine if Nancy Pelosi or Paul and Nancy ran a Discord. George, quick question on the top right. So this one is not part of Shockwave. There's just a personal indicator I have. I will make this available. I've said that before. All right, it's been kind of fell behind on finishing it up, but I will make this available to the people in the Discord. This will be available to you. This is the key levels. Okay. So this will come with your plan. All right. So these are the key levels I pay attention to every day. So there's a indicator that I use, that I built, because the indicators that I want to use, right, I want to build, because I want to know exactly what goes into it. So that is not available yet. Absolutely Venus, we bounced off the 30 MA. Tesla. Let's pan over to Tesla. There goes Tesla. All right, starting to come into the tops here, so just careful. You can start to take profit into strength, manage accordingly. Okay, so if we can break above this area and then it's really strong, but this is a rejection zone up there. If it blasts past, if you have an entry below 392.95, if you blast past this, right, your runners can start to go. It's going to depend on if SPY can reclaim that 9 on the 5 possibly, and if the Qs have more momentum. Okay, Tesla, if we can hold there, see if it continues to push. Tesla, shot out of a cannon. So that drop on SPY led to this drop on Tesla. As soon as it got picked up, shenanigans, boom, got picked up. Now if it can break above this, continue to hold, then it flips to test and it flips to bounce. There we go. If you guys got Tesla, good. Good. Congratulations, USMC and the news. Any other questions, guys? Okay, we'll go over how to join the community. We'll go over how to access all the tools and resources. If you did purchase Shockwave today, all right, you did get it for the discounted early bird special. I did extend that to the end of the week. So the changes will come up next week. The Shockwave changes will come up next week. And what I'm planning to do with Shockwave, guys, is to, of course, the ones who got the lifetime, you have access to that for the lifetime. But there are some people who want access to it on the monthly. So I'm going to have a quarterly, okay, yearly, and lifetime. Okay, but that early bird special for the lifetime access is the best deal because the lifetime is going to go to $826. All right, and within that, that's still a steal. So I'm trying to make it as available as possible. All right, so it will be available on the quarterly as well, but again, that's going to be limited. Have a little bit of limitations. We'll discuss that next week. So if you're still interested in capitalizing off that lifetime, make sure to use that. The link is pinned in the chat. If you're interested in Shockwave, the indicator. Okay, that's paved the way for the 2 trades we did take today. Okay, kind of lifted that technical burden off our shoulders. You have access to that. Just let me know. Type of me in the chat on YouTube, and I'll send you the link. Type of me on the chat on YouTube. I'll send you the link. I'll show you how to join the community here shortly. Let's get it 12 o'clock. And what we got coming up, and we'll look to wrap up. Bootcamp. I'm ready to release a bootcamp. Just a couple of scheduling things. There's a lot of things on a Saturday that I have to attend to. So I'm just trying to clear up some time where we can focus. And I go over the bootcamp, but I'll let you guys know when it is available. And with that bootcamp, we have a lot of bootcamp winners as well. So bootcamp winners, okay, I do have your emails. All right, so when the time comes, I will let you know. You'll have access to it automatically. Lifetime, the ones who got the yearly bundle, you have access to the bootcamp. So reach out to me. Say, hey, you know what? I want to use my bootcamp ticket for this. So we'll send those emails out when the time comes. But for the general public and the ones that did not get the tickets for the bootcamp will be $99. So all the boot camps are $99. Okay, we're going to spend the schedule to be about 2.5 to 3.5 hours. Okay, just depends on which way, how many questions we get, and this will be our first boot camp. We're going to do this probably 3 to 5 times. We're going to run this 3 to 5 times. We did the getting started, so we helped a lot of traders go from zero to market ready, or a lot of traders who are already market ready to sharpen up on their technicals and help them with the psychology, right? So we did go through that. So now our next big challenge will be the scalping, my strategy, and the exact way to scalp, and a lot of the principles, and I'll share my setups as well. Okay, so I'll make that available to everyone when the time comes. And that's going to be awesome. That is going to be awesome. So the price of the boot camp is going to be $99. And with the boot camp, it's going to be first come, first serve. And of course, you're going to have to, I'm going to give you at least a week and a half notice. So you're probably going to have to make some scheduling changes. If you're not available to attend it, we're going to run it again. We're going to do at least 3 of them, up to 5 of these boot camps. Nice downward compression on SPY. Right, so if you miss one, there's going to be another one. You can sign up for the next one. If you sign up for one of them, you can attend all of them. If you sign up for one and you attend the next one, and you paid once already, right, that ticket allows you to access all those boot camps associated with that topic. $99, how can I afford that when you made me $3,800? I don't know. Got to do some budgeting. USMC. Okay, so that's going to be awesome, guys. That's going to be awesome. So now that's coming up. Who's done for the day? So again, a lot of you are crushing it today. The big thing is you don't want to start to get into the rhythm of trading. Trading. More. Okay, when is enough? Enough. The yearly plan was a steal, 100%. This week alone, on Wednesday, the yearly plan and Shockwave. It pays for itself, guys. All right, and it's accessible to everyday traders. Okay, I make it accessible because you're gonna have to give something up. If it means something to you, you're gonna have to give something up. But if you really let the information resonate, if you take the resources and tools, okay, it's only gonna help you get to where you need to get to. But you still have to give something up. You're gonna have to give up your time, your effort. Okay. You can't get anything from nothing. That does not work. All right. Even Shockwave, I can make Shockwave $10,000, $15,000. It's still gonna make sense, but it's gonna be out of reach. It's only going to be available to select demographic of traders. Right, but that's not the point. The point is to reach all traders. Okay. So good. Has my time been like that the whole time? The price was squished the whole time on the stream. I just noticed that. The price of SPY. Walmart put. Let's take a look at Walmart. Walmart. Yep. Not a bad setup. Know where your risk is. Define your risk. Manage accordingly. Okay. Three trades green, all by Shockwave. So folks who do get Shockwave, guys, start leaving some reviews on Shockwave, okay? There's still some people that are a little on the fence. That's normal. And they're in dire need of a system. Okay. All right, 2 minutes, and then we'll go over how to join the community, how to access Shockwave, what we got coming up, and then we'll look to wrap up. We'll hang out a little longer with our strikers, ask any questions, and then we'll wrap up. I have been ending the stream a little early for our strikers. I usually leave it all day, is because I'm making some changes in the office, moving some things around, and I need to take some things out, bring some things in. So that's the reason. All right, so We'll get back that schedule shortly, because you guys do have access to that. Let's keep a close eye on WMT. WMT just barely made it the cutoff point. Okay, the cutoff point is 12 o'clock. And sometimes when it does all that back and forth, it's not going to give you a signal. Okay, when it does all that up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, it's not going to give you a signal. So very, very important to understand that. So great job, guys. As usual, let's jump right into how to join the community, how to get your hands on Shockwave, what we got going on, and then we'll look to wrap up. The best thing you can do, guys, if you want to access all the tools and resources, smartactiontrade.com. That's the official site. For those of you joining, I will never, ever DM you on any social media platform. I won't even DM you in the Discord. So in order for you to have an exchange with me, you need to send me a DM first. Send me a friend request if you're a member. We do have people lurking in people's DMs, pretending to be me, trying to get information. Okay, that is not me. I will never reach out to you on any platform, so that's very, very important. And the only thing you can get to join or purchase anything from Smart Action is through the site. Okay, through the site, or if you send me a link, if you send me a message via DM and ask for a link. Okay, so outside of that, there are some people trying to scam people. You guys are making me aware. If you do see that, guys, post it here. Okay, post it right here, scam alert. All right, so scam alert, post it here. Keep everyone aware. All right, you can see people, it's nothing new. All right, people are looking to take advantage of the community we're cultivating and building. So if it sounds fishy, bring it up to the team. All right, I'll never ask you to do anything in the DM. I won't send you a DM first. So I stopped sending DMs first a while back to avoid that. All right, I don't want anyone to get scammed or get taken advantage of. So very, very important. So the official site is smartactiontrade.com. That's where you can find all things Smart Action. If you want to join our community tab, we do have 3 ways to join the community. All the same tier, all the same features. Yearly, access to the yearly. All right, 4 months free. What bonuses does it include? Coaching call, and of course a boot camp ticket included there. So a coaching call, boot camp ticket are the bonus. You can see all the features are free outside of that. The yearly, the monthly, you can go $69 a month. Save 30% off your first month. Use the code TRIAL30. There's 20 spots available. When those 20 spots get filled, this tier will no longer be available. Right? It just automatically shuts down and won't be available. So make sure if you're looking for a trial, you have a 30% code. If you want the quarterly, you can take the quarterly, $197, save 5%, and the yearly. Yearly is the best bang for your buck. If you're looking for Shockwave, our latest and greatest system-based indicator, trade the open with structured plan, clear levers, and built-in risk guidance, you have access to the indicator. Not only that, you have access to the course, against our day trading course, and the 9-part Shockwave 15 backtest video, basically the origins of Shockwave, how it came about. So not only do I give you the indicator, if you do spend enough time, if you have 9 to 11 hours to spend, you can actually go back and watch how I built this indicator. So it's there. Of course, I added some other features to it, but the blueprint is there as we were building this in one of our backtesting series in real time. So we're just automating all those things and highlighting putting in a couple of filters to optimize it so we can really make it a robust system. So if you want access to that indicator, guys, put me in the chat on YouTube. Put me in the chat on YouTube. I'll drop that link. If you want to join the community, the link is pinned in the chat up top. Use the code TRIAL. Anyone that is in the Discord, okay? If you want to jump to yearly, you can jump to yearly. Quarterly. A couple of you did try to get yearly. You said you had a code issue or some kind of glitch. I did send you a DM on the old yearly price. Okay. Course is coming up. The course bundle is available, but this is the one that's coming up. Okay. Live Mastering Spy Scalping Bootcamp. This one we're gonna have fun with. Right. The other one we have to go through a lot of material. That's necessary to go through. Okay. Can be tiring, can be rigorous, but it's necessary. But this one, now that this is out of the way, we're gonna have fun with this one because we can really get technical. We can really start to jump into the setups. We can really start to go into the style that I like to trade, my setups, synchronized selling, synchronized buying, all this stuff that we talk about every day. And that's going to be awesome. And I can't wait to share that with you guys and we'll go over that. So again, what's included, everything included there. There's nothing available for you to sign up for yet. Okay, when this is available, I will let you know. And first come, first serve. On top of the people that did get the yearly. All right, the ones who got the yearly, okay. Downward compression break on spy, keep a close eye. This comes with the boot camp. Coaching call comes with it. All right, so very, very important. So I can't wait to get that going, and I'll let you know when that does start. On top of that, the site is a great place for you to use as a resource. You can see at SPY there, you got the economic calendar, you got a news feed, you got a nice little heat map during the day, and of course, you have my watch list. A lot of you ask, hey, what's your watch list? What are you watching? These are the most important things I watch. Okay, index ETFs, terrific 12 sectors. Okay, with this, especially from the mega cap perspective, from SPY's perspective, this is the bare minimum of what you need. You need to know this. You need to memorize the sectors. You need to know the top 5, top 10 names in each of the sectors. So that'll be the homework assignment. Study each one of these sectors. Start off with the top 5. Know the top 5 names in each of the sectors. And then when you start doing that, you will get really good at playing rotation stories, on using and leveraging your broader market knowledge in finding ideas. That's what I utilize every day. That's how I take advantage of the rotation story, how I take advantage of inverse correlation. Right, is because the deep knowledge of how everything moves and works together. That will also be covered in the bootcamp. All right. Yeah. So if you want to book a coaching call, okay, all you need to do is send me a DM. If you're a yearly member, you have a coaching call in your back pocket. A coaching call. If you want to book a coaching call, guys. All right, you can go here, book a coaching call, and then it will send you a calendar, and then I'll send you a short form. A short form you have to fill out just to give me an idea of what your background is, the things you're going to discuss. So on the call, we don't have to cover all those things, right? I want to make the call as efficient as possible so I can really address the things you want me to address, whether it's technical, whether it's psychology, whether it's getting your stuff set up, whether it's helping you with your charts, helping you with any technical stuff. Whatever it is, that time is dedicated to helping you get what you wanted out of that call. All right, that's how it works. You just book a call and you just make the purchase, book a call. If you have the yearly, you have a call in your back pocket. All right, so send me a DM if you're in the yearly, and you'll have a call. Okay. Okay, Walmart. Let's take a look at Walmart. One of our traders took Walmart, 10%. Okay, good scale out. All right, and there we go. Good catch on Walmart. Done for the day. Good. Break even on the week. Good. So this week has not been easy by any means, guys. It's just a matter of keeping the game close. Okay, if you can keep yourself as close as possible to break even on a tough week, you're doing your job. You're doing your job. Really looking forward to the bootcamp. 100%. Walmart 10%. 3 trades. Shockwave. Beautiful job. Let me know if that answers your question. Okay, so the ones who did purchase Shockwave today, I'll send you. You'll have access in 24 by tomorrow, less than 24 hours. Get catch on Walmart. Anyone else, guys? Any other questions? If not, guys, we'll look to wrap it up here in a few minutes, maybe 5-10 minutes, and then we'll look to reconvene tomorrow. Same time, same place. We're getting close to that 100 likes before 10:30. All right, that can break our giveaway drought. We're getting close to 5,100 subs. Getting close. And tomorrow's Thursday. Guys. So after that is Friday, ramp down Friday. If you haven't already, answer the poll question. Okay, so far, for the ones who did vote, 100% of the chat is green. All right. So I'll try to get that pull up every day, just to give us a good feel overall. And it's going to happen, guys. We're going to do it at scale. We're going to help the most amount of traders as possible. Get as close as possible to being green on the week. Okay. That's what we're looking to do every week. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. You too. You too. You too. You too. Apple, nice bounce off that VWAP. SPY is looking like it wants to do something, but very indecisive. Off of this area here, that PMH sitting right there, slightly under that 9. Very, very indecisive. The Dow is looking to test that VWAP DIA. It's midday too as well, guys. Midday. When you're trading midday, it's just you and the algos. It's just you and the algos. Absolutely, Gary. See you tomorrow. Google, nice bounce off that. Google actually provided a nice opportunity there. Tesla gone. Walmart, nice catch on Walmart, Firefly. Nice slide on Walmart. MCD, okay. GLD. Let's do a poll on YouTube as well. The question today was, does SPY hit 740? 62% of the chat said no. Another 38% said yes. So we'll do a poll on YouTube as well. Quick poll before I wrap up. Okay, performance today. Okay, let us know in the next couple minutes, so we'll get a feel for how folks on YouTube did. Performance today: green, red, yellow. Yellow mean break even. As far as trades, it's probably the least amount of trades I took in a. It was a stretch for like 2 weeks. I was taking 5+. Close to 5-6 trades a day, over 3, and most of those trades were taking place in first. I'd be up at 3 trades already in first, right? So today, just 2. Okay, polls coming in. So 50% of the chat so far green, 25% red, 25% yellow. Keep answering the poll question. We'll be up for the next 3 minutes, and after that, we'll wrap up. Quality trades, 100% quality. Especially to kick off the month, the beginning of the month, it's very important that you're sharp. All right, you want to give yourself a little bit of a cushion during the first 2 weeks, especially that first week. A little wiggle room. Don't want to do too much damage to kick off a month. I mean, in the event that does happen, it happens too, guys. You just have to continue to do what you're doing and try to crawl out of it little by little. Prime Friday yesterday, if we close over last week's high, we'll pull back the last 10 minutes. They're 85 cents. Okay. Okay, the poll numbers are jumping. So 70% of the chat is green. So tomorrow we'll look to do the same thing. We'll look for our setups. We'll look to manage risk. We'll look to manage reward to the best of our ability. I'll really emphasize on continue to trade quality. And if it means less trade, that's fine, as long as the ones that we're taking are high quality. All right, you don't want to take less trades, but low quality trades. So it has to be the ones that are high quality. So again, my challenge goes out to the ones who are green on the week and who have not seen their first green week in quite some time. If you're green already, all right, the ball is in your court. If the week were to end today, you will be green. I'm not saying it to scare you, all right, but I'm just saying it just to get yourself a win. If you just get yourself a win in the win column for a week, go into the weekend, and making adjustments off of a win, all right, looking to do the better things off of a win, it's going to change a lot of things for your confidence, okay? So if I was in that position, I'd be looking for just top quality trades tomorrow, maybe even size down tomorrow, and not take any trades on Friday. Just position yourself for that next week. Okay, so very important that you do that. Google all-time highs. Okay. On that note, guys, thank you for tuning in today. Hopefully you found value. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. If you're green, stay clean. If you're still in the trenches, look for quality. ATR is dropping. We're starting to get a little grindy, so it's very important that you pick out your areas with high confluence areas. If not, don't take any more trades. We'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, 9:30 a.m. Turn your notifications on. Stay safe, and God bless each one of you. Do you have okay, let me just drop that real quick, that last comment. Your comment just came in just in time. Here's a link to the Discord. Okay, link to the Discord dropped. All right, so again, guys, stay safe. We'll see you guys tomorrow, and God bless each one of you.